hard to capture, extravagant, resurrect the track and it's militant. And I react like a convict and start killing. It's manifested. The gods work like appliances, dealing in my psyche.
Yo, what's going on everybody? It's your boy Naruto Explained here, bringing you guys another discussion for Boruto Naruto Next Generations, the anime, and now is the time because we're getting so close to Boruto episode 174. Because we're getting so close to this episode, I think now's the time we need to have a serious discussion about Mitsuki. So in the last Boruto episode, Orochimaru tells Mitsuki that, hey, the organs that we've cultivated, which, pause for a second, side note, Orochimaru is cultivating organs. Like, am I the only one who paused for a second and thought, did he create artificial organs, or did Orochimaru just randomly have Suigetsu kidnap somebody and he cut them open and is just using their tissue for the basis for these organs? More than likely that's not the case, but my mind went to a very dark corner at that point, because let's not forget Orochimaru was a professional cutting people up, cutting motherfuckers up basically. So I wanted to say that to say, when you look at the character of Mitsuki and his importance to Orochimaru, I think that Mitsuki's made a terrible mistake. So on one hand, Orochimaru's character development has been absolutely phenomenal. I'm actually working on a whole video talking about Orochimaru's character development that I might have out in December. But when you look at the information that we've seen, Mitsuki damaged his body to the point where even Orochimaru paused for a second and said, damn, you know, my prized subject, you know, he might be too damaged beyond repair. And Orochimaru even tells Mitsuki, he says, it's okay for you to have a will, it's okay for you to love your friends and your teammates so much, but not when it comes to expense to your life, but that is your will. And so for me, when you got to those moments right there when Orochimaru is talking to Mitsuki and being very sensitive to his feelings, I really felt like that was foreshadowing. So I've already done a video talking about the potential of Mitsuki losing Sage Mode, because Mitsuki, after this moment, as far as we know, has never actually used Sage Mode again, even though he's been in situations where it's clearly been a life or death situation and it meets his own personal requirements. And so I think that even if you go the route where Mitsuki does have Sage Mode, it's just that the situation that happened in the manga, Mitsuki just wasn't able to whip it out in time. But the fact is that I'm really wondering if Mitsuki, because of his sacrifice, because he sacrificed his body for Boruto and for Sarada, if they're not setting it up for Mitsuki to have some type of long-lasting side effect to unleashing the full power of his Sage Mode. And I don't think that that's crazy. I don't think that that's crazy at all. And the reason why is that Mitsuki, low-key, when you think about it, Mitsuki falls in that category of these super broken characters that Masashi Kishimoto, when you really look at it, when Kishimoto got characters that were too broken, he nerfed them. By his own admittance, he realized that he had made Kakashi way too powerful during the Land of Waves arc, and then all of a sudden he introduced the whole thing of Kakashi has stamina issues, and it's the same thing. Itachi, too powerful, terminal illness. Kimimaro, too powerful, terminal illness. Nagato had all types of issues because of when he used the Gidomazu statue and he gave up some of his life force. Like, time and time again, when we've seen overpowered characters, they've been nerfed and brought down to size a little bit. And I feel like Mitsuki is walking on that path right there, because let's look at the character of Mitsuki in comparison to Boruto and Sarada. He's hands down the strongest character on that team. Like, when Boruto was struggling against Momoshiki and firing off all of those jutsu, Mitsuki saw that situation. Even though Naruto and Sasuke were basically fighting against Momoshiki and Kinshiki, Naruto had been knocked clean across the arena. Sasuke was having to dodge Kinshiki's attacks. Shikamaru was struggling to keep Kinshiki under the shadow paralysis. Mitsuki looked at the situation and said, yo, I'm about to go into Sage Mode. I'm about to end this dude's whole entire career. And then that's when Urashiki played the reverse Uno card on the dude, and Urashiki stole his Sage Mode for a moment. But the fact that an Otsutsuki like Urashiki looks over at Mitsuki and says, "You possess a powerful that's too dangerous to be used." That started the conversation of Mitsuki is too broken. Even when you go back to what happened with the situation with Ku, basically when Ku looked like he was unstoppable, Mitsuki went into Sage mode, knocked this dude down a few pegs, and then that opened up the door because of the damage done for Boruto and Sarada and Mitsuki to actually bring this dude down. Mitsuki has a trump card in every battle situation with Sage mode. So I think Mitsuki's body having some type of long lasting damage that has been done because he used the full power. I think that this gives a really good explanation to why Mitsuki in the manga does not seem as powerful as Mitsuki in the anime. And then the other thing is it gives the character something to work and overcome, and it gives the character something to build towards. And as Boruto and Sarada get more powerful, you can start having Mitsuki reclaim some of his former glory. I definitely think that that's the route that they're going with the character. However, I want to know from you guys, how do you guys feel about this? Do you think that they're taking the steps to actually nerf Mitsuki, or do you think that they're essentially setting a stage for Mitsuki to be even more powerful than he was before? Let me know down in the comment section below, but as always, guys, if you like anything I had to say, don't forget to comment, rate, subscribe, and share. Thank you so much for watching all the way to the end. Have an awesome day, guys.